Yeah, it was amazing. I have never had a response to my work before in the way that I did to Barrenjoey Road. I'd worked at that point for about 6 years in news, and I'd reported on a lot of different platforms. So at Triple J, I'd done stories for 7:30 and Lateline. I'd done that style of reporting for a long time, and occasionally you would get someone send you an email about the work that you'd done, but it was pretty rare. It only happened every now and then. And as soon as the first episode of the podcast went out, I was hopeful that we would have people get in touch. I thought it was possible. The Teacher's Pet had aired, a couple of months previously, and it was obvious that people, were responding to that and calling in, and there was this real kind of groundswell there. And I was sort of wondering whether a similar thing would happen, but I kind of wasn't. I was pretty moderate in my expectations for that. And I was totally blown away. I really, really was. I think people connected with it in a way that I hadn't anticipated. And it was for a few reasons. I think it was the story itself. I think people genuinely cared about what I was investigating and wanted to try and help. But it was also just, I think that people were listening to me probably while doing pretty ordinary things like driving their car or cleaning their house. And I think I'd kind of entered their life a little bit. And so they felt comfortable reaching out to me in a way that they might not if they saw me on a TV show, because that feels quite removed, right? Like when I see people on TV, it's, they're very polished, they're in a different world to me. But when I hear them while I'm just sort of living my life, I feel closer to them. And I think that's what happened.